Hey y'all, Lita here again and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be doing a nail art tutorial on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that has been our theme for the week, so of course I had to do my nails. So let's go ahead and I will show you how I did that. So most of you saw this technique that I did when we did Planes Fire and Rescue. I use the same technique here, so I will only be showing you how to do that on one nail, and if you want to see more about it, you can watch Disney's Planes Fire and Rescue nail art tutorial that I did. In this particular case, I used green and white when I dipped my nails for the first time, and then at the end of each one I colored them in the same color as our Ninja Turtles. Orange is for Michelangelo, and then a blue is that's blue. Blue is for Leonardo, a red for Raphael, and last but not least, purple for Donatello. Okay, and so on this hand, I will be showing you how to color your nail to start with. So we'll start with the thumb, and the first thing that you're going to want to do is base coat it. In this case, I base coated it white, and I will show you how to do that. First off, you're just going to have a glass of water, and you just don't want your opening to your water container to be very large because you do not want your polish to disperse too much. Okay. Now in this case, I used a green, dark green for Ninja Turtle green. Alright, and I'm just going to take it and drop one drop into my water. Get a little bit more on there. Okay, and then it will spread out and disperse. I don't know if you can see that, but yes, very, very nice. That's exactly what you want it to do. Alright, and then I'm going to take some white. In this case, I don't want very much white in my nails. I mostly want them to be green, so we're only going to use one drop of the white. Alright, let that spread a little bit. Here we go. And of course then we're going to use our green again. And I use quite a bit on this last drop because I do want my nails to be prominently green. Okay, and after you're at that point, you're just going to take a regular toothpick like this. And you're going to dip it into your fingernail polish. And you're going to start on that second ring. So your first ring was green, so you want to start on the white ring. And you're going to bring it in toward the middle. And it will slowly start making a design like this. And like I say, because I want mine mostly green, I didn't want a lot of white in there. That's why I did not add that much. And if you want to just keep pulling, you can pull more white into that, into your color there. Alright, after you have the design that you like, you can just stop all your little swirls and stuff there. But I usually do it until I think, oh, that's it. That's what I like. I love it. Okay, there we go. Now you want to make sure that you tape your thumb off. So because when you dip your finger into this polish, it will stick to your skin really, really, really good. So this will just prevent some of that from happening. And when you do get it on your skin, you're just gonna, take it off with fingernail polish remover. It's easy to get off. But I am going to go ahead and just tape around my thumb, like so, just to help keep some of that polish off of my skin. So it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, there we go. Just use regular old masking tape. So you have base coated your thumb white, and now you're going to go ahead and you're going to dip it into your polish. And you can have your Q-tip ready because you're going to need it. Okay, and you just take your thumb, and that's all taped up, and just dip it right down into the polish. And when you dip it in, just leave it there. Dip it, leave it, and then you see there's a film of polish on the top of the water. That is what you want to get out as much as you can on your Q-tip. because you don't want that residue to be on your nail, because then you're gonna have to redo it. Oh, been there, done that, so. All right, okay, and you're going to take it out, and then you can kind of already see the design on your thumb. Gorgeous, gorgeous, love it. Okay, and you're just going to go ahead and you're just, this is the hardest part, I think, is just removing the tape. Okay. And you can, when it's kind of damp, you can just take your Q-tip and kind of get some of that excess off. But I have quite a bit on here, so I will have to use some fingernail polish remover, but that's all right. Okay. There you go. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now we're just going to let this dry a little bit, and then we'll continue, and I will show you how I put on the colors for our Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, my thumb is pretty much dry now, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how I taped off these fingers right here to get the 4 colors on the ends there, and it's really, really easy. You've probably done this yourself already, but I'm just going to take some regular painter's tape that you get, you know, at any home improvement store. This is what you actually use on your walls and things like that to keep the paint from going onto the siding and your doors and things like that. That's all this is. But I wanted to put something on top of my fingernails that would not stick to the polish or pull off the polish. Okay, so I just cut a bunch of little strips like this, as you can see, and I'm just going to lay them across each of my fingers, except for the thumb. The thumb is the only one that's going to stay a solid green because you know, we don't have a 5th turtle, so we're just going to leave him green. I just took the tape and I just laid it across my finger, just depending on how much of the end of my finger that I want it to paint. So just as long as you leave, you know, and this is your own call, whatever, you know, size you would like the tip of your finger to be colored, that's how much you're going to tape off. So that looks about right and about even with my other finger, so that's what I'm going to tape off right there. And you want to press it down pretty good so that none of the polish gets underneath. And that's another reason that I like to use this particular tape, is it does not bleed through. It leaves a really straight line. Okay, so I'm going to do each of my fingers that way, and just, like I say, tape off what you think is going to work, what looks good to you. Okay, there we go. And it doesn't take very long, and this doesn't stick to your hand like the masking tape does, so it's fairly easy to get off. All right, and one more. That's the little pinky there. That one's going to be orange. That's going to be Michelangelo. Okay, and I just press down really good there so you don't, you know, you want those edges really good. I think that one was a little big, so I'm just going to tape this again because I didn't like where it was. All right, here we go. Press it down really good so that polish does not go underneath there, and you have a nice straight line. That's what you really want. Okay, and that's what you're going to end up with, something like that. And that's just so that, you know, your tips of your fingernails, you kind of know where to polish, and then that way it don't matter if you get some of that polish on the paint, because when you peel this off, that's going to leave a nice straight line. Okay, so our index finger, of course, here is purple. That's Donatello. So I just got purple nail polish, and as you can see, it has picked up some red and some blue and some orange, and that's to get our, as close as I could get to their colors. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and just paint this end of the nail, just like this. Just paint like you would when you're polishing your nail. And didn't quite get enough there. And like I said, that's what's cool about this particular tape is, you know, you can get it right on the tape. It doesn't matter. And it's going to leave that nice crisp line. Okay, so there's Donatello. Now on some of these, for instance, like the red and the orange, I had to do 2 coats, but that's okay. So here's Raphael. It's gonna go right here. And you're just gonna do the same thing. And you can, I don't know if you can see really well or not, but you can kind of see, at least I can, that the red does not cover up that darker green very well, and that's why it's gonna need 2 coats, but it doesn't take long for this to dry, and then you can go back and get that second coat in. Alrighty, and now we have blue, which is Leonardo. It's got a pretty blue. And this one covers really well too because it's a darker color. Okay, and we're just going to add a little much there. We're just going to put it right on the end of the nail. Just like that. And if you do get it on your skin, which I'm very good at doing, it just comes off very easily with some fingernail polish remover. Okay, last but not least is Mikey. Michelangelo. He's a beautiful orange here. Alrighty. And like I say, this is another one of the colors that you will have to do 2 coats because it doesn't cover a darker color as well as the blue and the purple did. Alrighty. Okay, there's our first coat. There we go. Now I'm going to let these dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat on the red and the yellow, and then we'll come back and take the tape off and see what we've got. Okay, so my nails have had time to dry, and I'm going to go ahead and just take off the little strips of green painter's tape and see what we have. Hopefully it turns out okay. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. So we have our Donatello color good. Alrighty, and let's take off Raphael here. See what his color looks like. Yeah, see, got a little red on my finger, but that's okay. We'll get that off with polish remover. And Leonardo color, blue. There we go. Yes, 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 yes. And of course, Michelangelo, orange. There we go. Awesome, awesome. That one just kind of got a little bit of I don't know if you can see that, but it's raised up a little bit, but that's okay, because if you just take your finger and just kind of press down on that just a little bit, it flattens that line right out. There we go. Awesome. Very good. Now what you're going to want to do is go ahead and protect all your hard work with just a top coat, clear top coat, just to keep everything from chipping, and keep it all beautiful for at least a few days. Okay, so I hope y'all try this, especially if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. It's kind of a cute idea, simple, and you know, let me see if I can get them both in there. Looks really cool. Yes, yes, yes. Loving it, loving it. And like I say, I just left my thumbs green like the turtles. Okay, y'all, thanks so much for watching. I hope that you will try this technique on your nails so that you can be all Ninja Turtle-like. Okay. Thanks again, and I will see you guys next time. And as the turtles say, cowabunga, dude.